Do you want to lead the meeting today?
Yeah, do you want to? Is that what you said? You want to do it?
No, do you want to?
I mean, I will. I ought to default, but if you want it.
I am Lauren Pinter, and I am the Senior Manager of Game and Event Entertainment here at the Vikings. All of the entertainment that you see on a game day, that's not football. Video boards, national anthem, halftimes, break entertainment, that's what I do. We have a really busy game today, so running through these, please ask as many questions as you have. Full field flag is rehearsing right now until 7:45. There's a lot that has to be done before gates open. Our entire rehearsals, whether that's our cheerleaders, our skull line, halftime, national anthem, any other like specialty things that we decide to add in game. So our field crew meeting, we run through like our logistics. So what parties need to be brought down to the field, who field producers are meeting, as well as ship movements, staging movements, people movements that like we have to accomplish on the field. At 11 on the clock, 49ers intros, and then Vikings team intros at 8:30 on the clock, followed by our offensive starters around 8:05 on the clock. Aaron Jones is first, and Justin Jefferson, of course, is coming out last. I appreciate you guys, and let's have a good game. And then the production meeting is like the control room side. So what's on ribbons, what's on wings, what's going on the board, is it a camera, what source is it coming from, do we need our PA, do we need our DJ? Those two like combined into one is like all that we do on a game day.
Rehearsals now. It's 8 o'clock, so.
Showtime at 8:15.
Showtime rehearsal at 8:15.
These are all of the comms for all of our field crew, our MVC coaches, just so we can communicate as much as possible. Showtime.
I'm Mike Parson, Director of Equipment Service for the Minnesota Vikings. The way that people look at the equipment manager in the past, where it was like, oh, this guy is just a laundry guy, that's not the case nowadays. We try to help the players optimize their performance. Now I just go through and make sure everything is the way I left it. Start unlocking doors, and then when my guys come in, they'll start bringing all this stuff out to the field, all the technology carts, which entails headsets, injury review systems for our sideline and the visiting sideline. I have to make sure that the officials are taken care of. We overlook the chain crew and all the communication aspect of it, along with our ops department. So it's a lot. So every player has tags in their shoulder pads, and every football has tags in them as well. So they come in and activate those tags, track all their speed, the distance they run. Same thing with the footballs, the velocity, spin rate, all that different stuff. So all this data that we get throughout the year, it comes from the work with us, working with Zebra to get all that stuff installed and keep it going throughout the year.
No, the biggest thing was the number change for Akers. We added a couple tags. Tamani and Oliver needed another center tag. In an emergency, they would have you throw one of those tags on.
Tell them I would much rather it be changed now than wait until the player gets here and get it on.
Right.
And something comes up and then I got to interrupt the player. Yeah.
I'm looking for a G. I don't see a G. I'm Terrell Barnes, Minnesota Vikings equipment manager. For my responsibilities, it's doing the visiting sideline, putting out their carts, putting out their equipment or any needs that they request for the game. I bring the chains to the officials' locker room. Pretty much after that, it's whatever little thing that needs to be done. That's kind of what I do. Oh, also, look what I found. Found my G. Just tuck that away. Sees that. So probably after this, I'll go kind of change, relax, do my last minute, put away, put jerseys into the backup bag, check the footballs, check the game balls. A quarterback pregame balls, and then there's the game balls that are going to go to the officials' locker room. And then when I go to officials' locker room, then I do the K balls. So I'm in charge of picking that out and breaking those in.
Good morning all. Got wristbands? Wristbands? Got your wristband? Good. All right, good. Wristbands are right over there by the balloons.
The gentleman with the blazer?
Yep. My name is Tracy McDonald. I'm the Legends Liaison here at the Minnesota Vikings. I've been with the Legends department for 10 years now. Legends Weekend, it's a time for guys to come back and be reunited with their former players, meet new guys that they've never met before. It starts on a Friday night. We usually do some type of fun event. Saturday, we usually go to practice. This year, we did a women's event, which was really nice for the women to get to know each other. And then Saturday night is our more formal dinner, and then Sunday is the game. I remember the first time there was 30 guys, and now we have over 100 guys that come, and they each bring a guest, so we're talking 200 people.
Can you be in charge of this box and give and just get it to the cabin? They're just extra shirts.
I got you.
Thank you.
Jesse, you got your wristband? Okay, it's over here by the balloons.
Not the small bus is not ours. So the third bus is the.
We're gonna start walking over there. Right?
Yep, the big bus. Yep, not the little bus.
Everybody's gonna get off.
Bus 3 will take the few people that don't want to do the walk, but everybody will go to the same spot, and then you two will go park.
At the same time.
We're all leaving at the same time.
Yep. Anybody with ticket issues, come find me once we land and get off the bus. Okay?
Go down, get lined up behind the drum line.
Before the game, we do the Legends Walk, which is one of my favorite things. So we all get off the bus at the same time. We have the goal line and the cheerleaders lead us through the crowd, and the fans just love it. They're, cheering the guys on, and it's a time for the guys to get back in that feeling of they're cheering for me type thing. They just love it, and they just light up. It's very special time.
So again, wonderful to have all our fellow legends out here today, just hanging out with us, partying with everybody.
First is to get them all in the building, get them through security, get them through their ticket process.
Follow Brett. I'll bring up the rear. He's staying. You're coming with me.
That's my main priority, is get them up there. That's number one. Make sure they're all safe. We haven't lost any stragglers or anything.
We're going to get them off the stage, and then we're going to time how long it takes the stage to get on and off the field, so that way we can time up halftime, because we have to be cleared by 2 minutes left on the countdown clock. This is our halftime staging movements, who's on what piece, where they're moving, when they're going, their little placements. You can see 10 people on the outside of the stage. We've got 8 people underneath, and just their responsibilities, so anybody can come here and check what they need to do prior to halftime.
What's his read?
Colors, 5.5 seconds. Anthem, intro, 13. Something that's surprising is honestly the amount of math that I have to do. There is a ton of time math that comes into game presentation, because literally everything we do is timed down to the second. We have league rules that we have to hit that most people would have no idea, but there is a lot of math in this job. I have my security meeting now, but you can't come, so sorry.
T's going to get the K-balls. Got his headband on.
Fellas, what's happening? Look at this thing.
You're 6 total?
Yeah, 6'3", yeah.
You get the first pick being the home team.
Yep. And I'm odds and he's even.
It's his territory, so the best one of the bunch.
For the game, there are 2 different types of footballs. There are the game balls. Our offense is on the field, we use our balls. So the K balls are brought in by the officials the day of the game, and each representative from a team goes into the officials' locker rooms, and we would go kind of schoolyard pick K balls. This one's like the Valley. Kind of generally try to pick the smoothest football, one that doesn't have a lot of grooves on it. They just want a smooth, decent, broken-in football. 10-15, yeah. Yep. Appreciate you. You gotta pick the litter. I got one good one. So when you have the K-balls, the referee will give you a time. Then we'll leave, we'll go to our respective areas, and we use the brush and water to kind of break in the footballs. It's a little bit of a grind, works your shoulder, brushing and making sure that it's smooth and broken in for the kickers. The thing is to try to have it feel as if it's a soccer ball. Don't want it bumpy or nubby. Try to make it as smooth as possible.
Appreciate you, dog.
XL, right?
Yes. Okay. I see you mic'd up today, huh?
Yeah.
Special, huh?
No, we're special.
We're
special. No. And then I jump right onto the field. Adam's warming up the quarterbacks usually. So we'll go and we'll call either shagging or catching for the quarterback, just so they can save hands. You're catching footballs, you're snapping to the quarterback, you are essentially throwing to receivers or running backs or DBs. You're doing everything you can to help the player prepare for the game. My one task, catch Justin Jefferson's ball. Did it. What's up, Nick?
Can I get a long sleeve purple?
Yes. This is a regular purple. You got me?
Got it, yeah. Thanks, Steve.
Or compression, you good?
Trucker or snapback?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you both.
Yeah, and you just decide.
That was too far away.
The guys do like to come up and say hello and stuff like that, but basically anything that they need, t-shirts, gloves, tights, sweatshirts, anything that they need to go out and get warmed up for the game, they'll come up and get from us. And we keep track of kind of what we give out on our chart, just so we can kind of know, hey, this guy like having this shirt. So what we'll do is for the next game, we'll go ahead and already mark it and put it in his locker so he won't have to come up as much. And then we also have our stand-up trunk, which is pretty much self-service. And it includes things like quarterback towels, headbands, all different types of socks that we offer up for the guys. There's all kinds of things, ski masks, headbands, just whatever the guys could want for the game.
2X of the O-line gloves, the big ones. White, please.
Those are good, B?
Yeah, they're good. Thank you. You have the really thick, big ones?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, we got coffee ready to roll?
I make sure we have coffee ready to roll because I'm tired of you getting on to me about not having coffee.
You like tight? Or is...
Yeah, you can do it.
So each player have their own superstitions, like as far as who put their shoulder pads on them. Certain guys come to me. A lot of guys go to T or Blake. You know, this is my second year here. Terrell's been here 10 years. Blake has been here 6. Those guys have a good relationship with the players that they built over time. Well, when I came in last year, it was something that I had to build with them. And a lot of the players like certain people to put their pads on them. I told T, I said, did you help last week in London? He said, no. I said, and get the hell out of the way. We had an interception.
Yeah, you want to just do it on again?
Yeah, that was easier that way. How I feel? Good? We good. There you go, brother.
After pregame warm-up, we collect the helmets of the guys who are wearing tinted visors or eye shields, and we take them off and replace them with the corrected eye shields.
That went fairly too easy. Normally I have to finagle these things, but this one went on pretty good.
Hi. Hi.
I'm just coming to check in with you. Are we good, or what do you need?
Yep, we're just waiting for the cue to go on the field.
Okay.
Good to go.
And just herding them this way?
Yep.
This year we went down on the field pregame for the national anthem. So again, make sure they're all there. We don't have stragglers trying to go other places.
What time are they coming out?
I'm waiting for, we'll have Lauren and Alan cue us.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just making sure that no fans come in through the tunnel and try to hang out in here. Showtime is a 8-minute performance with a combination of live shots and pre-recorded videos that introduce who we are as the 2024 Minnesota Vikings. We do it because we care. We are so passionate about Showtime and what it means to our fan base and to this organization. It's a centerpiece of our game presentation. But it boils down to like Arthur and I and Jesse and Alan and everybody just truly care so much about it that like we want it to be the best that it can be all the time. Part 1 is our like bright, happy entertainment sequence.
Where do we want them? Front goal line, like right at the stripe.
Part 2, we actually shot, like all of that was done completely in-house. We were tea-dyeing papers and burning them just to set up this scene for us to be able to shoot and tell the story of Fate and the Viking warrior.
On the white line. Let's get fired up. No. On the white line. Stay on the white line. White line. White line.
Part 3 is the hypers, the players from production day. During showtime, I'm actually hidden in the dragon ship, cueing the players when to run out.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Start coming out. Go ahead, Aaron.
Immediately after player runouts, I check to make sure that our national anthem singer is set and ready to go, that our color guard is set and ready to go. As soon as that ends, making sure that everybody clears, so that way we're cleared for the coin toss.
2. Oh, this way. Yep, follow him. Yes, you stay here.
The game, which they all love, we get to sit up in our Legends cabin with food, camaraderie. It's a fun-filled day.
My favorite part, honestly, the skull chants, like the coolest thing. Like it gives me chills every time.
There we go. I know. That's pregame.
So basically during the game, what I'm doing is, and I know this sounds bad, I'm just waiting for something bad to happen as far as something to malfunction and kind of react. So it's basically, I'm watching the game, I'm looking for if somebody's chin strap break or if somebody's cleats busted. We're always looking for stuff like that so that we can go get the backup pair that's on the sideline so that the player's not missing any plays, because in the NFL, a game can be decided by one play and you never know when that play's gonna be. You gotta be cool under pressure because it is a lot of pressure on the NFL sideline.
I am focused on a lot of different things during the game. So I typically track what happens at each break, whether we ran a break as we scripted it, if we changed anything. So that way we're making sure that we're hitting all of our elements. I'm watching to make sure that like things are coming up on the board as they should be. I'm listening to the music and how the crowd responds. I'm watching how the crowd responds to our noise prompts or dB meter that we put up, and then just communicating up with our show caller, Alan.
Basically, we're hoping for the first break in the second quarter. It might flex a little bit depending on gameplay. Yep. And
We
then,
build our shows based off of offensive and defensive breaks more so. So like when you're on offense, you want the crowd to be more quiet. When you're on defense, you obviously want to raise them up. You want what happened at the Houston Texan game to happen all the time.
Movement. Stroud was clapping his hands. Flags fly.
Ball start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. It's third down.
3rd and 9. Another jump.
False start by the offensive center for abrupt head movement.
The bottom of the screen by the defensive front.
This isn't working.
False start. Offense number 78. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still third down.
Even Sean Hockley at the last moment of that announcement was like, yeah, again.
In the live hits, typically I'm cueing Tatum if she's speaking in them, like how much longer you have. Alan's telling me pretty much how long we have left in the break.
All right, Mike, thank you so much.
All good, we're wrapping.
In game, it is making sure the quarterback is taken care of and making sure head coach is taken care of. I have backup sheets or I have backup cards. After 3 timeouts or 2 minutes, I take the challenge flag from coach. With the quarterback, when Sam's ready to warm up, I kind of make sure and wait for the signal, and I'll start throwing or catching for him.
39-yard try right hash for the rookie Will Riker. Right-footed kick to the east side of U.S. Bank Stadium is money, and he's 2 of 2 today.
Watch for the rest. If we have a really big halftime and we're like moving staging out into the field, that's typically like my most adrenaline and nerves, because like we do have such a short time to roll out massive staging pieces, plug them in, make sure audio is ready to go. And so I have a lot of nerves because there's a lot of that's out of my hand that I'm trusting my staff with, and I know that they're capable of doing that. But like those set pieces, anything could go wrong.
In reality, we have about a quarter, and then we got to go back down for halftime. This year we had to bring Bobby Bryant and his family down, and the Ring of Honor members.
I had some great teammates over the years, and the greatest one was Alan Page, my roommate with the Vikings, and so thank you, Alan. You took good care of me. Thank you to Tracy McDonald, to Tom West, and to Brett Tabor for making sure I didn't get lost while I'm walking around up here in Minnesota. Finally, I'd like to thank the Minnesota Viking fans, because without you, none of this would have been important. So without further ado, Skol Vikings, let's go!
We're good. We're off the field, we're clear. We're good.
I think my favorite part about this whole experience over the last 10, 12 years has been the people that I've got to know. Like, these legends have become my family. That's what makes Legends Weekend so special, is that I get to see them every year, you know? So to see how it's grown over the years is it's just amazing.
I always joke that our job is definitely, you know, when you get a job and they put in your job responsibilities, other duties assigned, that is definitely us. We work closely with our athletic trainers. Lake does a really good job of making sure the guys are in the proper footwear. Adam does a good job making sure the guys have the best helmets on the market. All of our helmets pretty much are customized to each player's head, so the new age equipment guy is more of a player health and safety and player performance than just a laundry room. That's part of our job, but our profession has definitely evolved over the years.
And then post-game, when we win, it's making sure that the mic is open and that our camera guy is there, so that way we can take that audio feed to the bowl.
And we're ready. We're ready.
Attention everybody, it's the hometown guy.
It's going to take more than one guy to bring him down. That's what this game required, and that's exactly what we did.
All right, Blake, keep balling out.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And that's the game with the W.